Hello and welcome back to Bodhran Basics. I'm Matt DeBlas, and this week we're going to talk about another Bodhran accessory, the HEDstrap from Hewitschack drums. It is this cool Velcro strap that goes around your drum and lets you have a shoulder strap. So if you want to play your drum standing up and moving around, you've got yourself a strap. And if you let go of the drum, well, it's all right. But it works best, obviously, if you've got one arm back on the back of the drum, brace it against your rib cage, just as if you would if you were holding the drum on your lap. And the way it works is you've got the adjustable strap here, adjustment and a buckle for a quick release if you need that, although I find just throwing it over my shoulder works just fine. And then it's attached to the drum by just velcroing around the circumference of the drum. And inside here are these kind of little rubber nubbins which help grip the drum so it doesn't slide around and doesn't slide back and forth. And you can transfer it pretty quickly between instruments without any tools. So if I wanted to use it now on my Finnegan Hill drum, get it on there. And I find it does tend to work best if you mount it kind of closer to the head side. It balances out a little bit better. Hold this pole nice and snug and Velcro it down. And boom, it's on the other drum. And the same thing. So, it's kind of a nice product, well made. You know, just nylon webbing set up in a pretty simple and effective pattern. And it comes with this neat little carry bag, so you can toss it in there and store it in your drum case without having to worry about damaging your head or it rattling around. Is this something that I use every day? No. But every now and then when I play with bands, like especially the Renaissance Festival band that I sometimes work with, being able to walk around and play my drum at the same time is pretty cool. So, great product. I think it was around $40 American. I'd have to double check that, I'm not positive, but yeah, not a bad accessory if you don't want to drill holes to put a guitar strap mount on your drum. The other option is just use a regular guitar strap, and you have to put strap buttons on, which is not a huge deal and isn't going to do much damage, to the drum because it really is just a small hole. The downside of that is if you've got a drum like the Brendan White, you can see it's got these asymmetrical crossbars. So you really want to put your hand in either on this side or on this side because these openings are a little bit more narrow. So if you put strap buttons at the top and bottom to hold the drum like that in its ideal position, when you set it on your lap, you're going to have that strap button digging into your leg. So maybe not having a strap button is an ideal. And there's ways around that, and there's workarounds, and there's all these different options and things that you can do, and I've seen some pretty creative stuff. But the HEDstrap by Hewitschack, pretty simple, straightforward way to do it. And you can transfer it between drums without any trouble. These are 16-inch diameter drums, or about 40 centimeter-ish for my metric friends. But I think it'll easily fit an 18-inch drum and definitely will go down to a 14-inch drum without any trouble. So there you go. I bought all this stuff myself. This is not like any sort of paid review. I just bought a bunch of stuff from Hewitschack, including the case, the tipper, and the snare carp head, and the strap. And now I've talked about all of them. One of these days I'm going to get myself on one of Hewitschack's drums, and then we're going to have a lot of fun.